Welcome everybody back to the CRL Podcast, presented by now brought to you by PodcastVille USA. I'm your host,
PodcastVille
Steven,
USA. Woo!
alongside my man's Three Flashes.
How y'all doing tonight?
And tonight, we have a guest that I have a lot of questions for. He's been kicking my ass every single Thursday night the last playoffs. Lagunge for life. How's it going, buddy?
Lagunge.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good.
I am too now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, especially after that impressive win there. Yeah, I would think you were celebrating right now still.
Oh yeah, very impressive. I'm here at my beverage of choice. But yeah. So I have to ask you a question, Lagunge. Your name is Luigi. Are you at all Italian?
Well, yeah, the short answer is yes.
Actually? Yeah!
And yeah, I get my name actually from my grandfather. So it's kind of a unique name because it's an Italian tradition where you're named after your grandfather, and his father was named out, that's where my dad got his name, so it's kind of like a tradition. So it's kind of cool to actually. And then later on came the Mario Brothers. It's like, oh well, I guess I'm named after a video game character. So
Well, technically, they stole your name. It sounds like.
Oh yeah, they stole my name because mine runs in the family. So yeah.
Maybe
So
your grandfather's name, because I don't know exactly how.
my
old you are, but I
grandfather's
know
name.
Mario's,
Yeah, I stole his name. So.
Quite a bit. Been out a while, but yeah.
So I have to ask you. Is your father or grandfather Luigi from Cars?
Actually, no.
Damn it!
Unfortunately, that's not the case, but
Wow.
that would be cool if it was, because, man,
You just said
he knows how
yes.
to work on the Ferraris and,
The Ferrari.
Ooh, I'm liking the accent.
and the McLarens, you got to have those nice cars, So,
Okay, so
Luigi, look, a Ferrari. It's red one.
Okay, so now, on to the real questions. This, not all jokes aside. Lagunge, you've been running with us on for CRL for a while now. You run in 3-wide. You run in a lot of different leagues that are fast as hell. You've been kicking people's ass in RSR, 3-wide, CRL. Is there anything you don't win in? Because it feels like it's the same thing with me. We both win everything we get into.
Well, I didn't win at Watkins Glen, so.
Hey, Watkins Glen.
I didn't win that race. Nixian pretty much had me covered that race.
Hey, he was consistent. It wasn't fast. He was consistently fast.
But he was fast.
For sure.
I mean,
He's
actually,
fast enough to win
technically,
the race.
all three of us were fast. We just
Yeah, we were all
I
like,
think,
what, 2/10 off.
I think so, which was pretty
I ran a
good.
0.5.
Yeah, that's
You ran a
unreal
6,
at
and
a
you ran
road
a 7.
course. That you guys.
It was
separated by
0.5,
that.
0.6, 0.7, so you just add
Yeah.
0.1, basically.
Yeah, pretty much between everybody else. Yeah. I ran a high 5 and you ran a low 7, so it would be.
Right, which I didn't think I was going to run that fast, but yeah, basically I run in 3-wide, which is a custom set league. I also help out with a league on Sunday nights called Sunday Night Showdown Series, which runs every other Sunday night up until, I believe, June. That's our season finale at Bristol, which will be a 100% cup race, which will be very, very interesting. To do 100% Bristol 500 laps. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I think if it's a championship race, you got to go big for those. So, that'll be fun. I kind of help run that league with Human Target, Powder, 6262, and Outlaw X Tennessee or TN. Those are our guys that we run on Sunday nights or run that league. So it's a pretty fun league. We run alternate series each race, so it's not like your typical league where you just run strictly cup, strictly Xfinity, strictly truck. We kind of alternate every week or every other week. And it's definitely a lot of competition out there. And I also realize that the more people that we bring in that are good, the more I think, wow, I still got a lot to learn. So, there's a lot of fast guys in this game, and I can't claim I'm the fastest guy. There's no way I'm even close to that. But I just enjoy racing, and and of course, CRL, I guess Heathen's getting sick and tired of me winning, so I guess I gotta slow down a little bit.
Hey,
Sweet.
the reason why I
Sweet.
get mad is because I ran away with the truck radio student championship, and now you're running away with the playoff championship, which is upsetting. But I mean, it is what it is. The competition's fun with you because realistically, the top of the class for trucks, he recently been me, you, and Lucas. Well, Nixie, I'm sorry. Like that's been like the top three because Chevy either has something go wrong, or or does something. And Party's always back there lurking, but he hasn't been able to like finish a race. I will proceed to do that though. Next week we have Bristol for CRL trucks. How do you feel that you're gonna fare in that race? Because I know Party's been dominant at Bristol this year. He's fast as hell, so he's out there battling with us. But anything you can do to beat him?
I don't know. I haven't raced with Party at Bristol in a long time, so I don't know what tricks he's learned or
A lot.
at Bristol. But I'll definitely give it a run for run for his money. I don't know
Yeah,
how
he's
that's
definitely.
gonna. I don't know how it's gonna play out exactly, but it's kind of making me want to. Because I know RSR is running, I believe, Bristol today, actually, or tonight, later on. They're going to be running the Bristol Cup race. Not that that's going to translate anything over to the trucks because they're completely different cars, but that might give us, give you some track time at least.
Oh yeah.
But
I will
I
say
don't know.
though,
I think we'll have a good shot at it.
I will say
competing.
You talk about track time. Party and Chevy ran over 800 laps flash in the Cup cars at Bristol
Something like
last
that.
week,
Yeah, and I was
and
gonna say too.
Party
that,
picked it up very very fast in
Yeah.
the Xfinity race as well. So I
Ever
mean,
since he's gotten that wheel, he's starting to show some speed too. In that Bristol, I mean, it's really even shown more. Like he was always good there, from what I've seen, but like even more so lately. He's been showing some very fast speed there.
yes sir.
Yeah,
He's
like I
definitely
said,
been faster recently.
like I said, I'm pretty sure he is fast there. I'm just, you kind of just have to let the race play out, and sometimes even I've had fast cars and not won the race. So, it's just got to let the race play out and see if it comes to you, and Bristol, Rubbin's racing kind of deals. You might get in a late race incident because it's everybody's so tightly packed at Bristol that anything can happen. So you just never know.
That is definitely true. Like you could be. I know you saw here recently. Me and you could be like out front by miles, and then lap cars get in the way and just kill either one of us or both of our races. So having the fastest car isn't always the best thing in the world, because like the faster you are, the faster you catch up to the slower guys that are having a good race or whatever, and then the more likely you are to not make it through. I guess you could say.
Exactly.
But yeah, I will say we've tried to get you over in PSCS for the longest time, by the way, but
Well, with man in several other leagues, I can see it being hard for him too. But
Oh, yeah,
that
for
would be
sure.
pretty cool to see him make a start over there when he would be available. I would love to see
Yeah.
that as well. Just like how good he's done here, and that would obviously translate over there as well, and be fun to race against. Actually, with myself in the car when I am able to on the truck and Xfinity series. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna actually ask it. Are they all custom? Or
Yes, it is. Everything's
Yes, sir.
custom. I mean, I can't say that because we just ran presets at Bristol Dirt like 2 days ago,
No,
which sucked ass, by the way.
special.
But it is what it is. I hated it so much, and mind you, it was my fucking idea to do that. I hated it.
man, it's like even when it's your idea and you're like, and you think later, oh man, maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
I thought it was gonna be cool. Cause I was like, my exact conversation with Mike was like, okay, we have Bristol Dirt in the game. Why not fucking use it? Me, when we gets there, God damn it! Why did I put myself through this torture?
It was pretty. I watched some of it back, and yeah, that was pretty.
It was
unique
40
event for
minutes
you.
long.
Yeah,
So
I mean that's as long as you can run there, 100 laps, and I don't know if any other leagues tried that, but you know that's really the 100 laps is what you can do. So it's really not much you can do there unless you run like a couple separate ones and run like a final heat with a certain amount of drivers. But
200 lap races and then a 50% race, what we should have done, but we didn't.
But kind of get on another topic here, Lagunj. I just wanted to ask where your passion for league racing overall comes from, and kind of how you got started.
Was that my mouth?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of I know that's where you're about to head with it, and we kind of like we talked about, you race in these different leagues, and you always have a good attitude about yourself, and that's why we wanted you on here, and you always seem like you're really enjoying what you're doing, and yeah, just talk about where that came from and all that.
Oh man, I guess you'd have to go quite a ways back, probably back to NASCAR '09 days.
Hey, that's
mean,
where class is from.
Yep.
EA Sports, it's in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I missed that.
Yeah, NASCAR '09 is pretty much what got me started in league racing, and I mean, I didn't really do league racing after NASCAR '09, probably up until Heat 3, and because I took a big
That is
step back.
exactly when I came in back to league racing too. That is crazy.
Seriously,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
But yep, Heat
Man.
3, because I joined PSES in Heat 3, and that was the first time I raced in the league since NASCAR 09.
And mind you, when he first joined PSCS, he won the first 3 out of 5 series he was in, and then since then he's won 2.
Yeah.
So
Started
he
off
started
strong,
strong,
and then hadn't
and
been
then
able
it's been
to
shit
get many.
ever since. Mind you, he's not shit. It's just he has he's always very fast.
A lot
It's
of top
just-
fives, but not a lot
Yeah,
of wins.
he always
talk
messes
about since-
himself up.
since then.
Mind you, me and him run damn near the exact same setup, and I'm out here like winning a lot, or at least finishing like top 3 almost, or top 5 every race, damn near. Last year I was. This year's a lot more competition than what it was last year, so I'm still finishing
I'm more
top
of
10
a
at least. But
from blowing a tire, going to pit road, put myself almost 2 laps down, recovering to finish instead of 6. But while I was 13th or 14th,
yeah.
on that run, so. But yeah, no, that's really crazy. So you're saying that basically the same story. You kind of took that break from NASCAR 09, you got back into Heat 3, and just kind of been racing from then.
Yeah. I mean, I basically, since Heat 3, I guess when I, started getting back into the Xbox platform, I really didn't really take it too seriously at first because I was just kind of, doing it. Well, I mean, I still do it for fun, but that's all I'm out here for is to have fun. But I mean, more times than not, Heat 3, I was usually just running online lobbies, just public lobbies, and that's how I, probably got connected with probably my first league, and I don't think that league actually runs anymore, but that kind of turned into Heat 4, where I guess I got into another league that doesn't run anymore, but it seemed like Heat 3, I would, the physics was so different in Heat 3 than Heat 4 and 5, where it seemed like you can run a lot looser race car and get away with it, versus Heat 4 and 5, where the car just falls off like no tomorrow. So I guess Heat 5, they might have fixed a little bit of the looseness, because I remember Heat 4 was at some tracks.
it was
After
terrible.
about after half the fuel run, the car just wanted to spin out.
It's like file us into the run and do that.
Yeah, especially in Iowa. like Iowa, you could not run the high
Oh my
side
God.
after 3 laps.
You couldn't run it at all because like if you hit that seam, like the seam was so touchy in that game that if you tapped it, you're dead. Like there's no comeback from that.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where our 3-wide race was tonight. And we
Hey,
were in
I
Iowa.
was just getting to that. Speaking of Mr. Lagunch, he's here. I'm just reading on the Facebook thing, the Xbox One NASCAR racing community page that our guest last week, Rock NASCAR, aka Marty Hensley, runs, and Mr. Kevin Robertson, aka KR, that 2 weeks ago, posted that congrats to number 19 of Lagunch for life for picking up a win tonight in 3-wide cup at Iowa. So if you want to go back and watch the races in the Cole motherfucking Turkle was also on 2 weeks ago with K-Rob.
Yep.
He talked our damn ear off, but it was hilarious.
One of the best stories I've heard with anything in my life that he told us. We were sitting there listening, like, okay, wow, like it was fun. You had to go
He took
back
that
and watch that
podcast
podcast.
over.
Anyone listening to this one, if
Episode
you haven't seen that
4.
one, episode 4, yeah, that was
There's
fun. And of
3
course,
was-
if you watch
3
episode
was
4, you
with-
gotta watch episode 5. I mean,
Yeah,
'cause that
episode
was
5.
Marty and-
Episode 5 is the biggest one we've had so far. I'm pretty sure everybody episode 5.
And if you watched episode 4 and you watched episode 5, well, you're obviously watching this one to hear that, but you need to go back and watch 1, 2, and 3 also, because you got to complete it.
Well, at least
Um,
start watching 2. 2 is the only one which is kind of scuffed, but at least skim through it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to. It's like any other, a TV series. You got to watch episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to know what's going on. We kind of change things up every week, but that's what's fun about it. Kind of.
This is the 6-pack episode, by the way. This is episode
Yeah.
6.
So Lagunch, what do you have in your future here that you got coming up? Any kind of things you're involved in, league-wise, or
From what I
special
heard,
events, or?
there's something called, but they can't talk about it yet.
Okay, well, that'll be at his discretion if he wants to mention that. But yeah, Lagunch, what do you got that you can talk about that you got coming up in your future?
Well, I mean, right now we have the 3-wide season is coming up to an end in May. But probably right after that, somewhere in the near future, we're going to probably revitalize that, kind of not restart that series, but kind of come up with like another season with 3-wide, but can't really speak too much details right now, but I think it's we're kind of reviewing a lot of scheduling and what nights and series we're going to run, but I believe they'll run around the same time frame as what they are right now. Usually, I think they may be switching up series here coming up, but we plan to run the 3 series. But we can't really give too much details right now because we're still working through, I guess, some admin stuff and trying to put everything together, drivers, lineups, and everything. But probably more will be revealed here in the next coming month or so. And we're still doing our Sunday night league until I believe the first week of June. Which is going to be very interesting as well because we are in the playoffs right now with the round of 12, and we are in our second race of the round of 12. That's going to be starting at Atlanta Trucks this Sunday night at 7:30 Central Time. So if anybody wanted to come out and run, because we like clean racers and respectful racers. So if anybody wants to run that's clean and wants to have fun, y'all can you can message me Lagunch for Life on Xbox Live.
I mean, they can message me. I'll direct them over to you as well if need be.
So that's kind of what we have right now, and of course 3-wide. But
Speaking
right
of
now,
3-wide,
right now the playoffs are kind of going on right now. So I don't think there will be
y'all weren't accepting
any
more
new
drivers,
members
from what I
right
was
now
told.
for 3-wide because they won't allow new drivers, or
No
the
way.
rosters are basically set mid-season. So
Speaking of three wide and rosters, when are you guys holding your tryouts for? I know that there's been like y'all been doing like tryout stuff with running with everybody so people get used for next season. But is there a specific time frame that y'all can do tryouts or ever, or if people wanted to join three wide? They can
yeah, that's
learn
kind of
from?
what we're discussing right now. When we're gonna kind of hold those tryouts, or for another season, or because I'm also a part of that league too. We still haven't worked all the details out, but I guess once we decide on because I think what we're going to plan on doing is usually we're going to keep it on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, but we're thinking that because right now their truck series right now is the Thursday night development series, so they're thinking about keeping it Thursday nights for like the newcomers, but we haven't really worked out everything for the new season and everything, so I didn't I didn't want to jump the gun too early, so we'll have to get back to everybody on that, but as of now, there's no set date for tryouts. I guess it's more. There's actually, I think, there's a Facebook page, I believe, that you can sign up and become a member.
Three wide.
Three wide racing.
Three wide racing one. Yep, on Facebook.
So they could check that out, but otherwise, I really can't say what else at this time. So I guess I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright,
I mean,
brother.
I know, all of our leagues we're looking for that too to grow, and I'm sure, just like you said, we're looking for the tryouts there, and we're going to discuss about ours too in a little bit once we talk to you guys, but because we got some tryouts going on too. We'll talk about that later, but
Yep.
yeah, I think everyone's kind of pushing that right now as we kind of. It kind of never ends, we have different leagues going through different points of their season. I mean, we're starting to wind down on ours as well, heading through the playoffs, and then we'll be starting up our new season, a few weeks after that. And that's what's cool. You always got a league that's either starting off fresh with a Daytona 500, or you got one that's heading into their chase, or and that's
Yep.
keeps it pretty interesting here with the Heat community. And it's really great to have you on the Gunge. I mean, you definitely have a great reputation throughout the community.
Oh, yeah.
And that I've been around. It's always positive hearing about you. So
Now I know that
Yeah.
he's Italian. He's even better in my book.
Well-
I appreciate it.
Because he can do the Italian accent when if I'm like, hey, Laguns, cheer me up.
I thought you were going on the page about the food. I was gonna be like, yeah.
Hey, I wasn't.
That's like
I'm
my
not.
shit right there.
Hey, I might be. I'm not be no stereotypical person tonight, bro. I'm not. Normally I would be like, I want my meatballs, but I'm not. I just.
Oh
said it.
no, you're
Damn
just
it.
talking about the accent. Yeah, that's not stereotypical.
It's not- Hey, shut up.
I'm used to it. Don't worry.
So, Lagunge, if you don't mind, there's a little boy that, your boy has helped raise pretty much. I feel like I've raised him from the ground up, kinda, to where he is now. But, if you want, we'll let, Nixium, who's our other guest tonight, give you a couple questions if he has any.
He's probably asleep over there.
He probably is.
Oh,
Well,
you guys
guess-
caught me in the middle of my practice right now. I'm getting some practice in. I
course.
never stops.
Well, it shows, man.
Yeah.
Good.
Too fast. We'll get to Lucas after the one-on-one with Lucas, but after him and Lagunge are done. After he's done giving Lagunge's questions if he has any. So Lagunge can go to
I'm
sleep.
just trying to figure out where all his speed at Richmond came from, man. I mean, you gotta give me some tips over there.
Oh, that's what he wants to know. How to beat him? He's like, how the hell do I beat you? Like,
Hey, just point me in the right way.
don't give away
Don't
secrets
give him
here,
any
man.
help or any secrets. He'll go out there and lap everybody.
He did the Xfinity race.
I
I
think
know.
I was up to
He
third,
learns one
maybe.
thing and it turns into a whole
Yeah.
whole dominating performance.
Well, I will say one thing about Richmond. You never want to be too aggressive on the throttle there, because
Yeah.
you definitely
he
will
didn't.
get sideways on the long runs.
That is 100% true. That's yeah.
I
Yeah, that
didn't feel that in the Xfinity race. I would go brake kind of late, and then I'd be back on the throttle right before the apex.
Yeah, see,
Xfinity.
Heathen was told that a lot of times, Lagrange, by Flash, but never listens at all. That's why I'm so dog shit at that track. At any short track, really. I'm just dog shit at all of them. Except for Iowa. Apparently, that was a short track, so. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna add, because I know in the Watkins Glen race, it's like, oh, this seems like the opposite of Richmond, doesn't it?
No, yeah, he did say that. Lucas did
Me
say that.
and
In the
Lagrange always
race.
have a good rivalry in the trucks.
Friendly rivalry, mine at that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
it's-
I wrecked him at all.
Well, it's either that or him put me in the fence at Kansas slide jobbing.
Hey, to be fair,
Hey, that was a dark
Lucas's
night.
Lucas's slide jobs are always either really fucking good or really shit. It
I
never
think I got
happens.
I got
Yeah,
the
the
sort of
shit.
bad end on both.
You
slide
get the
jobs.
shit end of all of them, yeah. That night he had no good slide job at all.
I had one on you.
Yeah, but I got right past you though, so it didn't really work.
Well,
that
but
well.
technically, Heathen's right on no good slide job, because if it's one on him, it's not a good one. That's
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Well, to be fair, I got right back past him though. Like the same corner, I exited a corner, I got out of it, I got past him again. So because he hit the wall. But it was a good
I
slider.
would
he
have been
hit
in the wall if you didn't touch me.
Well, you came up in front of my nose. Like.
Well, next time I'll just hit the brake.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have one question here for you, Lagrange, too. While I was sitting there
Yeah.
thinking about it, sitting there, I was kind of running through the races in my head where I've seen you win and all that. And where do you find, like, you won't be necessarily on some of these tracks the fastest one out there, for most of the race. But then when we get to these long runs where you'll see, 2 or 3 pit stop cycles, you end up, gaining time every time and be out in front. Where do you get that long run speed? Where you figured that out, and like how do you run your car to be able to do that for your personal gain? And I mean, and where'd you learn that?
I think it's called sandbagging, but that's my opinion.
You're the
I
king
wouldn't
of
really call it.
sandbags.
I know
I
I
wouldn't
am.
really call it sandbagging at all, but
That's my job. You're right.
I would say just making good adjustments, just to my liking, because I don't know. I feel like custom setups has kind of helped me make better adjustments and presets, because I never used to be a custom setup
Absolutely.
person.
Yeah.
So I mean, and even with tire pressures and a wedge and tape, you really can't make all the changes that you want to during the race, but you got to maximize what you can. And I don't know, maybe I'm just a rhythm type driver. I get better during the race, just kind of, hitting my marks and make sure I don't overdrive or underdrive the car all the time, and I don't know, I don't really know how I learned it. I just seem like I just pick up a rhythm in the, even if my car's not great in the beginning, I'll kind of know what to change. Like in that Watkins Glen race, the car was, or the
You
truck
were
was horrible.
shit. The first
It
two
was-
stages.
It was horrible. It was probably the worst truck I ever drove in my life. I'm thinking,
Remember-
well, how can I fix this truck to even drive it? Because the car was wrecking loose on entry, and I did lose it 3 or 4 times in that race, and that's why I finished
Yeah,
so
I
bad
heard. I heard.
in the stages.
This truck is fucking shit like 8 times in one stage from Lagrange's mic. So,
Well, see, I like how you said
It was
that, 'cause
bad.
I really think that is what it is. It's like the more laps you get in sequence for like a green flag
Yeah.
run, the faster you get. Even if those tires start to wear off, you start running the same laps you were running on the worn tires that you were on fresh tires. Like your lap times don't really fall off, even with the wear. It's like you keep getting faster and you stay that consistent, like you said, consistency. And
I don't know.
Yeah.
In a sense, I hate to be bring like comparison to real drivers. I just feel like like a Larson or Bush, where you
I'm
have
the
like
Larson, you're the Bush.
that feedback where you're like, "Daggone, this car is horrible."
you know,
We gotta change this thing, or we are not gonna run good. So
Yep.
that's
I will say
so-
that is very true.
so-
when you do that to
Recently.
exceed, I mean, so many
Well-
times I've seen that. It's like boom, and you're there.
Lagrange, you are Kyle Busch. You drive Kyle Busch's cars. I am Kyle Busch. I run the wall every single damn track. Let's get that clear here, Chief.
You're in the wall every track.
I didn't say I was Kyle Larson. I said like Kyle
I
Larson.
know,
like
but you said,
Kyle
yeah,
Busch.
you're Kyle Busch. I'm Kyle Larson.
Well, I am eating M&Ms right now, so maybe that means
Exactly.
I'm Kyle Busch.
And
So-
I'm drinking no sponsorships because
And
he has no
sometimes, I mean, yeah, and
sponsorships.
sometimes you say things you shouldn't, and there you go, just like Larson.
Hey,
That's what you
Yeah, I guess apparently saying I hate my effing truck 8 times must mean I'm Kyle Busch.
hey, and,
Well, that's
and,
it.
hey, and you drive
I
Kyle
will
Busch's
say
truck,
that's
so
a
it
good
makes a lot more
comparison
sense.
over there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I didn't have enough rowdy energy to start the race.
Well, I mean, if
At
you
least-
go win Bristol next week in that 51 truck, I guarantee you we can call you Kyle Busch.
Well, hopefully I'll drive like him. Maybe I'll just start moving people all the way like Kyle does.
Yeah.
You know.
No, please, no, please, no. I forgot I was in that race too.
Yeah, wait a minute. No.
I forgot I was in that race too. Shit. Never mind. Don't do that.
Well, you know what
If
to
you
do
were a
if he's behind
spectator,
you,
you'd
just
like
move
it.
on out the way.
Oh, hell yeah.
We just cover Bristol in dirt.
Hell yeah. For trucks, that'd be dope, actually.
Well, I have to say they better on this. I mean, I know they're doing a lot for this new
will.
NASCAR game, but they better add the
They have
Bristol
to.
Dirt
They have to.
race for
'Cause
it.
They have to. It's on the schedule. They have to.
Yeah.
They have no way around it. They have to do it.
So what's next? Dirt Richmond
Probably Martinsville.
Oh, that
Martinsville.
would be nice.
Maybe
or
Dirt,
Dirt
Martinsville.
Martinsville?
I don't know about
Or just
Dirt
build a
Martinsville.
new
It's
dirt
too
track.
Do you know-
narrow. Like, I
Well,
don't see how you
fun
would even
fact:
really-
Martinsville, when it first opened, used to be a dirt track.
Really, in the same shape that it is now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did they have some banking though in the corner? Because I just don't see it being that flat and being able to make it in that narrow of a.
It could have been. I'm not really sure.
Well,
It
doors
might have
are
been
pretty
banked.
flat.
I'm gonna have to look into that. That's interesting.
But I think it was a dirt track for at least 10 years before it
Yeah.
became-
I mean,
or
I
10,
guess
15
one way to
years.
look at that
Recently
too
on
is
social media.
the cars that were running on that back then too were running 50 miles an hour, so they probably could make the corner on dirt no matter how narrow. You take the stock car now and try to do that, and I just don't. At Martinsville, I don't see it working. Bristol's perfect because of the high bank and all that. I mean, that was it was a great move for them to do that. But yeah, you got my interest peaked now though. Martinsville dirt. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Or
Yeah,
just
it's,
Martinsville, period. Let's run some Martinsville.
Here in a
Hey.
couple weeks.
Hey, speaking of Martinsville, Lagrange, if you want, let me know. We run Martinsville and PSCS in 2 weeks. Well, not next week, but the week after.
Might be interested in that one. I love that racetrack.
That would
I
love to
think
see you
it-
come out and
I think it's
start
all
there.
3 series. I could be wrong, but I know it's at least
I
Xfinity
can
and
double
truck.
check right now,
Miss-
but I think it's just Cup and Xfinity.
Oh.
Which,
Oh,
wait,
trucks
truck
was
does.
off. They don't run the
Cup
truck.
and
They're in the
Xfinity.
last one. They're in the last
Oh,
one.
okay.
And then Richmond is Cup truck.
Kill me. 2 tracks I'm gonna finish dead last at. Let's go.
2 tracks
forget
I'm
I'm in
looking
the
forward
race.
to.
My points lead. You like them. Shut the hell up. My points are gonna go from 0 to fucking 0. Let's go, baby. But yeah, Gunge, I do want to say it's been a pleasure having you. I know we set this up, 2 weeks ago?
I believe so. You're right.
Whenever
Even
we
though
had
I
K-Rob.
Even though I couldn't make it last week because I fell asleep. But
Well, hey, last week, though, we had Mr. Rock NASCAR, so I'm perfectly fine with you not making it last week. Because we had you set for this week, so it would have made sense. Because we had you set for this week and it's done for this week. And, so it all worked out. Last week we had a dope-ass podcast, though, so, yeah. Learned a lot about rock and all that, so. Besides tonight, we're blown about you. We learned that you are Italian. But
Yep.
your grandfather's not from cars. Like, that's the part that I don't understand.
There's a lot you don't understand.
Yeah,
That
I
is
mean,
true.
It really, and the thing is, he's being sincere when he says that. You know, he even learns something every day doing these.
I'm being dead serious when I said that. That's the saddest thing.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's surprised you can even figure out how to get up in the morning. But I'm just glad
I
you do,
don't.
'cause
And-
I love
Good
having
morning.
you
And
around,
another
man.
and another unfortunate
my day.
fact: I do not have a brother named Mario, so don't even ask.
Wait,
And
do you have one named
and,
Guido?
and you're saying you're not a plumber either.
Wait,
Right.
you have one named Guido though.
No.
Damn it. That's
Gunge,
fucked
how
up.
often do you wear green?
You know, now
Well,
I'm
his-
thinking of
his-
it, I have
his
green on my
background
shirt.
is
It seems
green.
like every day. So
His background on
he
his
is-
Xbox
he is
pictures.
Luigi.
actually, you know what? I think I might be turning into. Oh, wait a minute. I am Luigi. Yeah. I got the
If you don't
overalls and
already have,
everything.
you got to grow that nice mustache first, though.
I just wish I could grow that fancy mustache he has. I mean,
Mhm.
gosh.
Twirl on the side a little bit.
Yep.
Isn't Luigi like clean shaven? Isn't that how that goes? Mario
No.
with the mustache.
Yeah, Mario.
both have
No,
the
they
mustache.
both do.
They both do.
Hold on, Google.
Mario,
You
Mario has like
uncultured.
the goatee and he has like the beard and the mustache.
A Wario. Yeah.
Wario.
Oh, they do have.
What?
Okay. Yeah, they both just have mustaches.
Mhm.
Mario's
You actually
shaped
just
a little
Googled
bit
that?
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. He's only like 12 years old, dog.
Hey, yo, calm.
All right, though, Gunge. I want to say thank you though for hopping in here with us. Thank you for being in my stream the entire night. Coaching me on
And
and all
we
that.
do want to say too, you're welcome to stay as long as you want to.
He's going to
we're
bed.
not-
He already said that.
Yeah,
He
you
said
go,
he's
you
going
go into bed when you're ready. If you
He
want to
said
go
he's
now,
fucking out.
we don't want to. I don't even feel like we're cutting you off. We just know that you wanted to do this segment and get yourself to bed. We know it's late when we're recording this. But yeah, thank you for being on. And yeah, just like Ian said, like I said, if you want to stay on longer, let us know. Say it right now. If not, you want to go to bed, go ahead. Just-
He's
don't wanna be
like,
cutting you off if
fuck
you had
you,
anything
I'm
else to
out
add."
this bitch. I will say,
He's like,
though,
I
Thank you
am
for
about to fall
speaking
asleep
for
on
me,
it.
Heathen.
I will say though, Gunge, before you take your Z's,
Mhm.
anything you want to say to the people on the podcast, or to the podcast viewers and all that?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for having me on tonight. To speak on your Championship Racing League podcast, and that also to have me run in the truck series with you guys is just a privilege. And that's really all I have to say. And
It's a
that
curse for me.
I also found out that Nick's name is Beast at Watkins Glen, so which
Oh,
I
you
guess
just
you'll
not
get to
figuring
hear
this
from
out?
him again.
Hey,
So.
Lagunge, if you'd be a homie, I want that Martinsville set up for research purposes.
Well, you're gonna have to cite your sources too. So.
Oh, don't worry. When I'm at the front
He
of
always
the
does.
PSCS race, I'll say thank you, Lagunge. I'll have it special put
I
on the back of
appreciate
my truck.
I do have a pretty good Martinsville setup, but I
I
just
will
love the
say-
track. So.
The Glen setup, I helped you with that setup too. I think we actually merged our setups. Actually,
One question I have though for you, Lagunge, about your setup. If you wanted, you don't have to tell me, but
what's the
gear
bumps
is-
rebounds?
No.
What's the
Well,
gear is
even
it?
if I
Because
knew,
run
I
a
don't even
2-gear.
remember right now.
I run a 2
Oh.
gear. No, not your full gear. I'm saying I run a 2-gear at Martinsville. I was just interested to see what you're comfortable with there, because I like a 2-gear there, but
I think I run 3.
3.
Yeah,
I
because
accidentally
I
built
like
a
to get the
2-gear and I was
RPMs
messing-
off the
it
corners
worked.
so that you can. I don't know. I just like a 3-gear personally because it helps me get a launch on the restarts. And well, I mean, I shift from second to third normally, but
Right.
when you're coming on and off pit road, you can shift first, second, and third, get off really quick. So
Yeah.
If you make a green flag stop, but I mean, you don't really have to. I mean, you can probably get away with a 2-gear setup. I don't really think it, because then you have 2 fuel-saving gears instead of just 1. So, so it might
Yeah,
actually
and
be an
that's-
advantage.
Kind of what happened with mine. Yeah, I was actually trying a gear for third, and I made it too long for the 3rd gear, so like it was way too bogged down. But the 2nd gear was perfect, so I was like, okay. So I just made some adjustments, and it ended up being a 2-gear. So that's why I was curious what you did. That I actually did that gear on Heat 3, and I've used it since. But definitely still got to make some adjustments to my wear, because in Heat 5, my last race there, I got pretty loose at the end of the run. I'm sure you don't have that issue there in Martinsville. I know you've already said that it's one of your favorite places. So
Yeah, I don't get too loose off the turns. I stay pretty consistent. But I mean, not that I don't have fall off,
Mhm.
but I don't. I think the only weakness is probably the first 20 laps. That's probably where it's the weakest, because it's some guys might pull away a little bit because they have a little bit faster turn-in speeds,
Mhm.
but then after that thing comes to life, and it just starts. I mean, just like any kind of short track car, there's comers and goers. Some people are good firing off, some people are trying to aim for the longer runs, and typically Martinsville has longer runs, so that's why I set it up for a long run car. I mean, that's just the way I like to drive, kind of rhythm racer.
Right.
And Martinsville is one of those tracks where you have to be on your marks at all times, or you'll lose quite a bit of time. Not hitting your braking points at the right time, or overdriving the corners, which is easy to do in Martinsville. I still do it. I still make mistakes there, but I think with like a longer run car, you can hit your marks a little easier, and it's a little easier to drive at the end of the run. Whereas some people are just sliding off the corners. Just that's what it seems like helps me out anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel you there. I mean, that's kind of what I try to do at the place. Just doesn't end up working out for me very well in those long runs. I mean, I love it. It's just I struggle on those later laps, and that's what I guess makes you so good there. Like you said, I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite track, but I know from how you're explaining it, I feel like it probably is your overall, at least one of your top three, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I would put it in my top three.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, I grew up watching races there, so I guess I'm a little biased, but it's probably my favorite short track, just because it's. I mean, you're going down those long straightaways, braking. I mean, it almost feels like a road course too, because you got those heavy braking. Not
Mhm.
heavy braking, but you got to get on those brakes to get through the corners.
And how you're able to use the little rumble strip there if you want to, at least early in the run. You don't really want to do it late when the tires are warm, but to help the car truck turn, you can. So
Yeah,
I like that analogy with the road.
I tend to avoid those. I don't really like to hit the curbs there, because it
Huh?
it doesn't really give me an advantage there. I mean, some people might do that for their setup, but I usually try to stay away from those rumble strips. I
So
try
you
to
run
get
more.
I try.
Kinda.
I kind of dime in the corners.
Mhm.
That's where I kind of let it drift high and then come down the track. So, kind of like a New Hampshire type of driving style.
No.
Yeah.
Say it right. We're gonna say it all. Say it right.
New Hamster.
It's a rule.
New
clear
Hampshire.
that up.
You say it New Hampster.
New Hampshire.
There we go. It's all fucking.
But yeah, that's pretty good insight there. I won't hold you up anymore. Just wanted to get your feel for that. I could tell that it was a pretty good place for you. So
I mean, it's half falling asleep over here. I know. He's like,
I got my
He's like-
notepad out right now.
oh yeah. Nixon's over there taking notes. He's like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do then when I go here. Go ahead
Man,
and win the.
am I a lecturer now? Trying to teach people Martinsville?
Pretty much.
Hey,
Probably
if
have,
it's any consolation, I haven't been taking notes at all because I don't like that place. I'm gonna finish last. I'm just gonna try not to like kill anybody.
Well, it would also help if you know how to read and write. That would help you take notes.
I mean, that would help, wouldn't it? I mean, at least I can read setups though perfectly fine. It's just learning how to drive said track. But
Even though you have 2 weeks to prepare, so.
I'm good, dog.
Yeah. Thank you, Lagunch, for coming on.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Heathen. You have the floor.
On the road though, Lagunja, thank you though, buddy, for hopping in here with us tonight. I know it's a long night for you. Again, congrats on your win in 3 wide tonight, and congrats on your win last week in Vegas in the trucks. I do want to say that before you leave, it's not a curse, but it's very weird. You won stage 2 in the truck race of Vegas, correct?
Believe so.
Yeah, and you won the race.
It continues.
Every single race that myself, even the real life race I've been a part of, and the CRL race for Cup, every single stage 2 winner has won the Vegas race in every series.
In real
like,
NASCAR?
Well, NASCAR Cup they did. I think Allmendinger won stage 2 in that race. Correct, Lucas? You're an Allmendinger fanboy. So
that's a couple weeks ago.
we'll just say he
Don't
won.
stretch that
We'll
far.
just say he won stage 2. And well, Kyle Busch won the race for Hunter won for Vegas.
Hunter
right?
won.
Yeah, and he won stage 2. So yeah.
So I guess if you win stage 2, you're gonna pretty much win the race.
That's what I.
What it's looking like
Vegas.
here in at least 2021 here.
You were in my stream, Lagunge, and I said the stage 2. I was like, that's stage 2. That's my win now.
I'll have to go back and watch it. I think I missed that part.
Oh. Hell, I might have not said. I don't fucking know. I thought I said it at least.
Oh, you said
thought
it
in
in
my
your
head.
head. I already know that.
Yeah, I never said it in my head. I was like, it's my win now, bitch.
Yeah, this is my win. You can't take it away from me.
I almost did though.
Yeah, you almost let party get underneath you there,
No, that caution saved my life.
and that caution.
I helped.
Yeah, that too.
But thank you though, Lagunge, man. I appreciate it, buddy. We'll have to have you back on at some point in time.
This, I guess I should say Saturday morning by now.
Yeah. I have to be up
come
for
out here
work
and
in
record this
3 hours. Let's go.
There you go.
But yeah, Lagunge, that was a lot of fun here, and go get you some rest, man. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it.
Drink alcohol-
Y'all
drink
take care,
alcohol
and
for me.
I will definitely let you know about that Martinsville. I might try to run that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get with
Love
me.
to have you.
Got you.
I will. But
All right,
y'all
buddy.
take care, and
You too, buddy.
we'll catch y'all later.
Yes, sir. Have a nice night, Lagunge.
You guys too. Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Anytime, buddy. So, that was Lagunge for life. He, I guess we can call him our favorite Italian NASCAR driver. But,
Yeah,
I
now,
don't think I'm like Mario
Hey,
Andretti because Mario Andretti hadn't beaten me in anything.
but now,
That's
we
good.
get on to, Flash, you know how close this kid is to me. He's not only my
Not on the
well,
racetrack, I'm not.
You know what? We're gonna fight.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
People call him my prodigy. Oh, at least he was until Mike took over. But he's still my. He's still my project. Okay. He's my son. He is my partner, my best friend. Nixium, aka my son Lucas. Lucas. Wow, that's not it's Lucas to say hi. Oh, well, yo, whatever the fuck you said. Welcome to the
tearing up over
podcast,
here.
buddy. Bro, he's my kid. I have to show him love, bro. Wow. So, Lucas, I know exactly how you started, but you want to tell the podcast people how you started in league racing and how you got here now. What's where you are now? And,
How much
dominant
detail you
machine.
want?
Every detail. Every
All right,
single
so-
little detail.
Back in 2019, I met Heathen and Flash in an online pub lobby while they were practicing for their Talladega race.
I'm glad you remember
only,
that, 'cause I didn't.
Yeah, back when Heathen was teed at Heathen.
Yep. I
I
remember
had,
that.
Sammy Dude Chef was there, Jamie, you two, and there might have been one more, and Driver.
The
were
white.
there.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. From then I didn't talk to either of you or anybody from there. Then I was in my physics class one day, scrolling through Instagram, not doing anything in the class, and NASCAR Heat 5 was like, yeah, on their Instagram, or NASCAR Heat 4 at the time, on their Instagram, hey, anyone looking for drivers, put it down in the comments. I was like, okay. I clicked a random one that was like, oh, hey, this is whatever, this looks fun. I was like, okay, you know what, bet. I think I didn't race the first, 6 races in that league. Then we came to Bristol. Bristol is one of my favorite tracks, and I went out and won it. First league race. And then, I don't know, kind of history ever since.
Interesting key part in that story, by the way.
Okay. If Heathen wants me to get to it, and then like a month later, I got introduced into another league, random Instagram league as well, and Heathen was in there,
For
and
emotional support.
Heathen yeah, someone wanted him to run. He then had the spare time. He only made like 1-2 races.
And I won both of
Uh,
them.
Hey, that's not the point. Anyway, yeah, Heathen did that, and then he went to practice for that league, and then he ended up just practicing with me way more than what was intended, and then he got me into custom setups, and then last year at Dover in PSES, he pulled some strings behind the scenes and got me in there to race.
That's like a lot of toes.
Hey,
Yeah.
ultimately, I
appreciate that, by the way.
finished
Thank you.
third.
Oh.
Third in that first race for behind Jamie
Jamie
and
and
Mike. Two very fast guys. And all that mattered
two
was
top of the
that
line.
I'd be Heathen.
Okay. I finished 4th or 5th.
And then
Chill out.
a week later, I took a win from Heathen at Daytona.
And then
Uh,
the truck
I
race
don't know.
at Dago.
And then later in the round, I helped Homeboy get a win.
Walked me in the final 4.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't win the championship, so.
I almost did, bitch. In a second.
We have different definitions of almost.
Hey, I was only a second and a half behind turn 'cause he blew a tire out of 4 on the last lap.
Well, you should have been a second and a half closer throughout the entire race.
Hey, it's not my fault. The car bounced every single lap of the damn run.
Well, that sounds like a problem that was an easy fix. You want to know
Yeah,
how I
this
know it
year.
was an easy fix?
Because you
I
did it.
fixed it.
Yeah, this was a rocket this year. You didn't run trucks this year, dumbass. But, yeah, we've been working together since the release date on Heat 5.
July, that one. July.
It was the day of Heat 5 release. I put in it was DeWalt. It was that chat. It was a party. It was me, you, Trevor, and my brother Ethan. It was on that JRM team. I put in the chat. I was like, anybody want to help me practice for a PSES race? And you were like, bet. And I remember telling him, I messaged the chat. I was like, if you join the party, do not fucking talk. 'Cause I thought he was a squeaker. And then he talked. And I'm like, oh shit. Because apparently we played before together. I forgot about it until he mentioned it. He's like, I remember racing with you, Jamie, which everything's great. Mike, Sammy, all them guys. And I was like, oh shit, this dude's actually like, mind you, he was in just very shit leagues at the beginning. And
Oh, it was
I
straight
took him-
garbage at the game.
I took him under my wing, and you can as he touched on, I may or may not have pushed him very, very, very hard to get good.
It's been 6
and-
months, and I'm almost equaled your win total in
Oh,
PSES.
yeah.
You've been here for 3 years.
hey, no, I know.
Hey,
Don't-
oh wait, no, you just went ahead of me in CRL wins too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I tied, I think, Chevy for the all-time wins list
Chevy, yeah.
in CRL. That's cool. Yeah, we were all tied at 5. Me, you,
No, Chevy was at 6.
Lagunch. Yeah, me, you, Lagunch, and me and Lagunch. We're all tied at 3 and 5, and I think Party. But yeah, me and you. I remember the night. I never forget the day the Indie Roval released came out. Me and Lucas spent literally almost 8 hours running that track. So
I think
that's
we have
over.
at least a K.
That
laps
is
down.
over 1,000 laps of just Indie Roval.
Probably why y'all held the best times up there.
We're still on all-time board.
Yeah.
All 3 series, all 2 series, because they didn't have it in Cup yet. They only had it in Xfinity at the time when we started. But
Yeah.
I know I'm still 4th or 5th all-time for Xfinity, and I'm 1 and 2 all-time for truck, because fuck them. And Lucas is 3rd type of truck.
Yeah, yeah.
But-
You just go double check that now, or
No.
you got
I
it
know
on
off the top
speed
of my head.
dial.
I know that off the top of my head, bro. I know what tax I'm top of the board at. But Flash, I know you've seen his growth.
Yes, I have. And that
It's
was the most
nice
amazing
to
thing to
see.
me.
Because I even told you, like when I told you I was like helping this kid that didn't really play the game much, you thought that it would never work out because you
But
laughed at it at first. Because
yeah,
I was helping him, and
because I
now look
knew
at him.
also how long your growth took when me and you worked together and stuff like that. I mean, you had Mike as well, but I mean, we all kind of were helping you, and you started out as I'll say you started out better than where Nixium here started, and it took you longer. It took you, what, 2 seasons to get where you're at right now. And he did that in a matter of a couple months. I mean, and I've never seen that before, so that really blew me away. I'll give him that. I'll give you that. I mean, it was, a lot of that you showed him the right things to do, and he just had that natural talent to be able to do it. And yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. And he's
I
out
don't
there
think it
winning
was.
against
I don't think it was
the
really
best in the game.
like showing him what to do. I think it was just running 1,000 laps every fucking week, pretty much. Because
I
like
mean,
we didn't have any like when you have a
experience.
PCS race, we were running like every single night. Like you can ask him. Like there was times where I told him I was like, you have the chance to back out now, because like 'cause we're gonna be getting fucking like into like more training or more work than we had last first like 2 weeks or whatever. I gave him the option to back out, and he said no, I'm sticking to it.
This was actually at the middle of quarantine, so I was up till like
Yeah.
1 a.m., 3 a.m.
Hey, yeah. Your time
working with
too.
him.
Your time too. Not
Yeah.
my time. Your time. So I was like 6 a.m.
West
my
Coast.
time, 3 your time, and like you stayed dedicated. And
So hold on, are we saying that you have gotten this good because of Corona?
yes.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not
Well-
taking all credit from him because I know he's like he's been doing shit like when I'm not on, because I'm not on all the time anymore like he used to be able to, but he's definitely shown a lot of growth, especially this season.
All right, so I want to say right now, when I should say definitely when you get a championship this season in PSCS, whichever one it may be, you got to thank COVID-19 in your acceptance speech. Then.
hey, that's bold of you to assume I'm getting a championship.
Oh,
Turner's fast, Blaze is
Yeah.
I
fast.
think you'll
Target.
get one of them.
Ah,
Yeah, but it's
I'm
ISM
I'm
though.
pulling for you to get one of them. How
I
about
am
that?
too.
do
Obviously,
you
I
not
am
remember
too.
how good Turner is at ISM?
And-
Yeah. But I also know how good you are.
Cup too.
There, too.
You just got unlucky. Start.
That is fair. But I know you're
I
gonna.
mean,
be
I wasn't
fast
saying you're
as
gonna
hell.
win all three of them, but I mean, yeah, I think you're gonna get a chip this year. I
Hey,
don't know. I have to wait and see.
you know who's not gonna win the championship though? Run the tape.
I was gonna say myself, but okay.
Oh, well, that's it. Obviously, we're not gonna fucking win. But, I don't know though. I still say if fucking the championship week was still at fucking Homestead, I would have had a championship last year. Maybe multiple championships last year.
Well, I have to say it
Calm
would
down,
have my
Ethan.
chance if I was
Off
in
your
a Final Four to
pedestal.
win at Homestead versus ISM too. But
Fuck
I mean,
ISM.
I like ISM. It just there's too much
Tired.
strategy coming down tire. Where I mean, I feel like I could
Short
come out there
tracks
with
and
a
road
setup
courses,
that.
boys.
I'm with you on the road courses, but everything the short tracks, fuck that. Mile and a half's king, baby. Well, I'm not the king. I'm the prince of mile and a half because Mike's the king of road course. Mike is the king
Mike's
of mile and a
name
half.
is Mile and a Half Mike.
Yeah, and I'm mile and a half Mike Jr.
Oh, you're just a retard. Oh,
Hey,
wait,
don't
wait,
say-
wait.
Hey.
Hey.
Sensitivity training.
You're just a little off.
Messed up in the head, I know. Flash, do you have any questions for my son?
Well, for
Before we
one,
move on?
I mean, he taught you some. He taught you some good things about like how to run consistently. I guess I would say. Heathen and Mike did, being around them and just racing with all of us. But I want to ask, how did you put up with Heathen for the other aspect of it? How did you deal listening to his voice for so many hours of a day, running straight like that? Because I would have pulled my hair out.
So I was helping him, obviously.
Music. Music.
Music.
Hey, to be fair,
Music.
we both blasted music every time he'd race together though. Like there was
Okay,
not a
that-
lot
that-
of talking.
That helps. That helps.
There was a lot of, and like for a big example, like the race tonight, there was a lot of Morris code shit that me and him were doing tonight that no one else caught on to.
I'm
Party caught on
surprised
to a
that
little
you
bit.
didn't. Yeah, Party was there, but I'm surprised that you didn't touch on the first time us working together, just at Talladega, the release of Heat 5, just me and you hooking up
Oh yeah,
like it
for
was
no-
natural
yeah.
and pulling away.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Flash all together. But Flash got
Mhm.
fucked over by pub
Flash
people.
left early because he had
Yeah.
prior commitments.
And me and you just fucking pulled away. And mind you, this is the first time me and him worked ran together in Heat 5 ever. And
Mhm.
I gave him our setup, and he just caught it naturally. And from that moment on, I told him I think we said the DMs from when we first started talking. I told I was I saw something in him. Like I know Lucas, you can attest that. I was like I see something in you when I first met you, and that's why I still work with him honestly, because I know that he's gonna be fucking one of the best fucking drivers in the game. And I'm like, as long when he does, I can look back and be like, damn, I remember that kid was driving fucking shitty leagues and leagues that have a lot of records in it. Not shitty leagues, but sped leagues, I guess we can say. That's what they call them as well. So, doing that and have leagues that 2 cars in it at night, or then everybody wreck each other. That's not. It's more like a demolition derby league, is what pretty much.
Yeah,
they were.
that's a good way to put it. A record league or a demolition derby league.
Yeah.
And those are not what we want to push on the podcast. And I don't think
No.
anybody listening would want us to push those forms of leagues either. That's not what the Heat community wants. I mean, they have a place if that's what you want to go do. You want to be in a demo style league.
If you just want to fuck
crash
around, yeah, go
yeah,
race
and if
with
that's
them,
yeah,
but-
if it's for fun and all that shit, yeah. But what we're trying to push too, is leagues that, we actually have, our season championship, playoffs, a points-based league, not just go out there and wall ride Martinsville and see who comes out first, which I don't know if that'd be possible after the update, but still, a league where
You're
you
on
just
Bristol still.
yeah, but I mean, you just slam into everybody. And there are leagues
Yeah.
that people do that and they have fun with it. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not what we're pushing here,
Yeah. We're pushing good racing.
Yeah.
And Lucas, I do want to say, I tell you every single fucking race, your progression, I'm so fucking proud of you. I tell you this every single day. You know this. I tell you after every fucking race, I'm proud of you. Win or fucking lose, ask Flash, last year I wasn't really, really, really good, but ever since we started working together after you got really good, me and you are making each other really fucking good. We bounce off each other so well, and we're making each other better every single race. There are some tracks where I kick your fucking teeth in, the whole week, and the race fucking comes and we're battling side by side the whole damn race.
And he beats
Atlanta, no, not all the time. Well, to be fair, most of the times when I've got beat this year by him, it's because my own dumbass mistakes, pit
Well,
road
You're
and all
acting
that
like
shit.
I don't make mistakes.
That's
I
when
know.
I blow tires going in the pits and losing 2 laps. I mean, that's my fault too. I'd finish better
Yeah.
if I didn't have that happen.
Yeah, even
But Still doesn't
he
mean I
knows what
didn't
I'm
give
talking about though. But yeah, Lucas, I'm proud of you, brother. I know Flash would say the same. I know Mike would say the same.
Mhm.
Um,
Absolutely.
I know Mike's fucking proud of you, which I know is big for you because Mike's everybody's idol. It feels like nowadays.
Mike's not an idol. Mike's a peer. Now, you hold Mike on this pedestal. Mike is just there to race and have fun. You know what I mean?
But he's very fucking good at what he does.
Win. He doesn't act like he's on this high horse.
No.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. He's the most humble guy I've
No,
met.
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah, he's more of a. I'm trying to find the right word to describe what he means to.
A non-heathen person.
Yeah, he's how everyone that has that level of speed should be.
Yeah.
In representing the community. I mean, and if he had more time, I mean, he's just basically starting a family. He doesn't have so much time with the new
Yeah.
baby and all that. He would be
She's a
a pro
year-old.
league driver. If
Give
he
her
pushed
something she has.
to take the time to, he would be a pro league driver next season.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've
no
been.
question.
Me and him were top 25 or top 30 every single one of the qualifiers this year. And same
Yeah.
thing for last year. He was top 25 every single race. He actually
Mhm.
made it to the Homestead race last year. You know, he finished 23rd. I finished 24th. I didn't make it, but he did. I was so pissed off. But you know,
Better.
I love him. I love all of the guys. I know me and Lucas are really fucking close. But like there's times where we talk about a lot of shit that me and Top Off Flash. I mean, talk about everything together.
Mhm. It really is.
He's like my own damn kid. Might be raising dad. I don't think I am though, but I might be. I'm probably just heathen, honestly. But whatever.
Whatever the basic Snapchat name is.
So heathen.
I mean, like, so it's not the same as what I have you up there as.
What? You have me as heathen on your fucking Facebook. You don't have me on Snapchat at that point. You do, but we can't talk about what happens on Snapchat. Because, you know, drunk heathen is not fun heathen. For Flash.
Well, I was just saying, mine's a little bit different. It might say something along the lines of like dumb shit, but it's out of love.
Oh, that's what you want to call it. Okay. Well, Lucas, if you do want to stay for the rest of the podcast, you're more than welcome to, and help us with.
Oh,
picks.
you know I
know.
gotta make picks.
Yeah, I know. But
I think I gotta throw you guys under the bus.
Flash, I'm gonna run through people who commented on the post on the community page today. So Marty just started pushing Red Hot Racing League. He's just started pushing them today. Oh, well, yesterday.
Red
technically, as
Hot
we're
Racing
recording
League.
this.
Okay, I like that.
Reaper Crew Racing League as well. Under the Lights Racing League, and tonight Lumberjack 887 was the winner. For the trucks race.
Good job.
And then FK Raw to Ends. Now the Cup Series for them. Even for 6412. 012, sorry. Won the race at Walking on the 88 car. And then American Racing League as well. Shout out to all them. 3 wide, obviously. PSES, obviously. That's daily. RSR. Sunday Night Showdown, as Lagunj talked about earlier.
Don't forget the whole league that allows you to do this podcast.
CRL, obviously. But I do want to give a
Speaking
special shout out
of.
though. Before we get to that, I do want to give a special shout out though to Powerade, Xfinity Series. I am a co-owner, I guess you could say, over there, and my buddy Ethan, not my brother Ethan, but CCD and Ace runs that. It's a preset league, just Xfinity cars. They run Wednesday and Sunday night at 9 o'clock or 9:30, give or take on the days. This is their first year. Flash, you raced them at Atlanta, and there was 15 guys or 16 guys in there, and there was 2 cautions.
Yeah, it was
The entire
very
race.
surprising. It was a very, very high quality league, and I think it's doing great over there. Wish I had more time to race
So do I. Like,
over there. But yeah, it was fun.
Hell,
It was a lot of fun.
me and Lucas might pull up next week at Dover. You never know.
Yeah, you have
might
fun with that. You won't see me in a car there.
I mean,
Dover
I'll-
and
it's-
meeting.
You don't like Dover Flash?
We can't race
Yeah.
Wednesday. We can't race Wednesday anyway
Not
for Cup, so we
I
might as well
don't
do something.
like it. I just
What?
can't ever get a long
Flash,
run going there for myself.
unless you want me and Lucas to join you in the booth that night, then we're racing that probably. Because we can't race Talladega, as of right now, at least.
Well, we'll see what plays out. I wouldn't mind having y'all up there.
All right,
But if you want to race,
Flash.
feel free to. But
You can
Well,
get
I just
to
wanna
the
say real quick-
tryouts.
yeah, I just want to say real quick before we get to that. I'm loving hearing all these different names of these new leagues that are coming into place. That is crazy to me. Like high quality too. I mean, like Marty wouldn't push them if they weren't too. I mean, he
Yeah.
pushes, good talent. Like he watches like every league, but he pushes the ones too, especially that you see that they're not like these rec fests of people trying to what I just talked about earlier, just trying to have a demolition derby. There are these high quality leagues that are coming out every week, it seems like now. I mean, the community has never been stronger, and I'm loving to see that. But yeah, get on to what we want to talk about with CRL. We are having tryouts, and Heathen, do you have official times and dates with that
No.
yet? We're still working on that. Party just also wanted to say that we're going to have that for
I know it's in
y'all.
June. I know it's in
It's
June.
it's in June,
I
yes,
think it's the first
and
week of June, actually.
our season.
Let me actually
I'm
look.
don't
Hold
quote
on.
me on this, but our official date of finishing CRL will be May 5th or May 6th is our final race, and then we will have a 5-week break, I'm hearing, and then after that we will be going to tryouts in June. We'll probably do the tryouts on the 5-week break, obviously, and continue that through that until we start the new season, which would be probably late June, possibly early July. I don't know the exact date on that yet either, but we will get you more details on that when we have it official. But that's what we're looking at. It's going to be a summer start to our next season with CRL. Everyone's welcome to try out. If you're watching this on the podcast, obviously hit up either myself on Xbox, Three Flashes, spelled just like it sounds, THREEFLASHES.
You almost didn't know I spelled it right.
Also, hit up Heathen, CCDN Heathen. He's got a 3 for some reason instead of the E, but pretty
Hey,
self-explanatory too on his
Hey,
name.
the 3
We can link
is
it in the
because
YouTube if we have
my
to, our
dad.
favorite tags.
That's why.
Yeah, then that's
We all know this. Also,
yeah.
you can go to the website too, which is always in the link. I think it should be in the description below of the podcast. If not, I'll put it in this week because it should be in there. But if it's not, then I'll put it in this week.
Make sure we got that for you. So you can, once you finish watching this, you can go directly there and let us know you want to try out. We've already got a couple people we've heard from this that want to try out, and from other parts of the community that they've heard about us. And like I said, we're looking for all levels of talent. We have 3 series, and we normally have appearances from our cup drivers in that, but it might change a little bit next season. We're cutting back on how we're gonna do the
You can run
drivers.
You can run 2 series max.
Right, and if you're running
you can
full-time
run
in
the
cup,
3rd one.
right?
You can't. You can only run like 10 races or something like that.
Part-time, correct. So it'll be a better environment for people starting out to maybe get in the truck or Xfinity series.
Well, to be fair,
And
you'll have me and Lucas down there.
Right, if you're new to league racing, that would be your best bet to kind of get used to it. This league would be a great opportunity for you if you haven't really been in league racing and you're new to it, as I said, because we'll help you grow with that. We have preset setup changes for your pit stop on our website that we just started doing for different tracks, and that'll help you get started as well to get you some speed out there and be competitive. And yeah, I mean it's just we're not a league that just is looking for like the best talent on the game. We're open to everyone. We're just trying to grow as a community, as a family, I guess you could say, in a positive way for people just looking to have fun and have some good, clean racing. I mean, that's what it's about. But yeah,
every week.
That's what I wanted to push there, and Ethan as well. We wanted to talk about the tryouts, and that's one thing Party looking forward to as well, who puts these podcasts on, allows us to do this, and we greatly appreciate that. We love doing this on Fridays and recording them and getting these out for y'all on Sunday. But
next week though will definitely be a different time, most likely, because of all the editing we're gonna have to do. But that's just for
we got a
reference.
podcast coming up next week with some guests and all that.
Because we don't have a cup, we don't have any racing next week for NASCAR, so there's like 2 of our, topics we always talk about won't even be there. So
right, and to make it clear, we are running in CRL next week, but yeah, NASCAR itself is off.
Yeah, this is not though.
So yeah.
Speaking of that, since we're talking about, Lucas, you want to give the PSCS side of stuff for this week since you're here? If you remember it.
Monday, if memory serves me correctly, we had a battle between Captain Obvious and Outlaw XTN at Eldora in the trucks, and Outlaw came out on top of that one.
We wish Capital won, but congrats on Outlaw for that.
We can't show bias here, Heathen.
Oh, I
Okay.
can show biased.
Speaking of Cap,
Well,
he's a driver that we would love to, if he has
Oh, yeah.
time free on his Thursdays or Fridays, we'd love to tap him for the CRL series. It would be a great addition. We love his attitude and everything, and yeah, we'll have to see if we can get him in the future for the
Definitely want
tryouts
to.
and everything for CRL. That'll be a lot of fun. Hell of a driver. He's come a
And
long way as well.
he also
Man.
almost won the Cup race.
Yes, he is. Great man as well.
I was just gonna get to that, Heathen. No
What?
Xfinity this week, sadly. But did have a cup race, but we
I was
used
fine
late
with it.
models for some reason.
He didn't
Swap
like
them
it.
in. Yeah.
Unfortunately, my idea.
Yeah, whatever. No, Captain Obvious and Outlaw had a battle for the win there. So if we ever go back to dirt later on this season,
Which we
trucks,
will.
we're gonna see them battling out, and I'm sure we will.
Definitely made
Yeah.
it clear that they are the two best in the PSCS league there that that are on dirt. They, like you said, first and second in both of the races this week.
And then in CRL on Wednesday, I do want to touch on we had a first time ever winner in CRL. Maybe because he drove the pink Hooters car, maybe because he won stage 2, and because it was Vegas. But Cowboys Nation, or we call him Cowboy over in here in CRL, he won his first ever race with us. Mind you, he won stage 2. And
Long time
everybody-
coming, and I knew it
Every
was gonna
time
be
he
there.
wins, every time he wins stage 2 of Vegas, you're gonna win the damn race.
Absolutely.
I'm
I guess
gonna go double
it
check
seems that way.
stat for our series.
Target won stage 2. You won stage 2, and I won stage 2 in the all 3 series, and we all won.
I'm gonna go look it up. All right, just continue talking.
Okay, but yeah, and then I'll let Nixium talk about Thursday because he deserves to talk about it, Mr. I sweep Watkins Glen for the season.
Yeah, Watkins Glen Thursday. Great race between Heathen, myself, Lagunge, and Chevy too. Unlucky for Chevy, he just doesn't seem to have the playoff luck he needs right now, but hopefully that'll turn around because he's a great driver.
That he is, yeah. He
What he didn't
Like you
say
said,
is that
it's a little bit
what
of
he
a-
didn't say. Lucas won the race, by the way. He didn't say that. But
yeah,
he did.
yeah. Well,
he did win the
he's trying to be
race.
humble, Heathen. Something that he didn't learn from you, I know. But
Hey.
Oh, and to
Oh.
go back to that Vegas stat, Target did not win stage 2.
We didn't.
Us.
I feel like. Oh, who won? Did I win stage 2?
Skull.
Skull. Oh. Yeah, but Target.
And on a fat second, I
I know you
sure
won stage 2.
who won our stage 2.
What?
I
The
know.
Xfinity series?
I won
Yeah, no,
a stage. I'm not sure which
You
one.
won stage 2. Because Turner won stage 1. You won stage 2.
Yeah, Heathen, you didn't win stage 2.
Oh, did we flip flop then?
No. JR won.
Oh, no one
Heathen's
won.
Vegas stat. It's okay.
Well,
It's a CRL Friday
Well-
tonight. That just ended a couple hours ago. Our man, CCDN Heathen, pulled through. Take the
Barely.
victory. Great
Fire
racing
tongue
from
on.
him and Party.
And you.
Myself, but little front end damage. Cost me to go to 1% that last like half a lap, so didn't really battle with them.
yeah, I want to mention
That race
too,
was really fun.
I love mentioning when these guys have a good run that are just learning and all that. Drake in the 20 Toyota won stage 1 in a great display, holding off Heathen.
Yeah, he took 2
On
tires.
2 tires. On
Yeah,
two
on
tires.
two
He
tires.
took 2 tires. If I could have got past Party didn't take like 5 or 6 laps to get past Party because he was running my exact line he was running. Then he would flip flop and I'd go the other lane.
Just called
If
good
I
driving.
if that was the case, then probably would have been a different story. But either way, it was a hell of a job by Drake to get I think it's his second or maybe third Xfinity stage win this season.
Yeah, he's been showing some great speed. And I didn't know the
Gator.
two-tire call would work. I actually think since that worked so good for him, that's what
Top
you should have done,
three.
Ethan. He probably would have got up there just like you said. But
The top three
Uh,
all took 2 tires, but they're all like 1% their tires. The last
I think
lap
Party
of that
blew
run.
tire.
Hardy blew it,
and
and so did Haas.
The other one was whoa, did he?
Yeah, Haas blew it too.
Close, at least.
But yeah, stage 2, as we said, you won Heathen. You had 1% on your tire, almost blew it there. Right rear coming across the line for stage 2. Over
I was
Dixie,
Lucas, what was the number?
3
3 or 5?
0. Wait, for what?
The call that we did, the strategy call. 3 or 5?
It was.
think
It
it was
was a code. It was a code 5 or strat
code
5. That's
Yeah,
what it
strat
was.
5, yeah. This is me and
Okay.
Lucas's lingo for strategy wise.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah.
We're on team party. We have to communicate somehow. You know what I mean?
No, that was pretty clever. I'll give it to you. But yeah, you ended up winning that, and then you ended up getting the
Not even by a
overall.
long margin. It was just by like me and Party had a hell of a battle last the
Yes,
last
you did.
20 laps of that race. We had
And,
a hell of a battle.
No, it was
You
a
guys
hell of
would
a
get
race
side by
overall. I had
side.
a lot of fun watching it.
I
you
can
can-
watch that stream.
For a while.
You guys would get side by side. I'd catch up, and then you guys would get straightened out, and then I'd lose that time due to that front end damage. That could have been
Yeah.
a 3-way battle.
Really
You
good,
finished
but
a
we can-
solid third there, Lucas. And then I got to shout out Gator. He had an awesome run, probably one of the best races I've seen him run over here in CRL. Solid night, and got himself a 4th place finish. Very fast. He was 3 seconds off the lead right at the end, and right on your bumper. Lucas, I know you had to kind of chase it back there a little bit to save your tire, and that was a hell of a job too. I got to mention that. You said you went 1% for almost an entire lap. You said coming out of 2 or going into 2, you were on 1%. So that was pretty amazing to make that back around.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was a fun night overall tonight, and
Long night.
yeah, it was our
Very
longest
long race.
stream. It was over 2.5 hours.
I just feel for next
Couple
week.
technical difficulties, but we ended up getting through it.
And a name change somehow in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
He's back to Haas Pass now, so that's fine.
Well, at this point, what time it is for? It's to talk about recapping the actual NASCAR week for.
I don't want
Or,
to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm still.
I got
triggered.
you. I will do
I'm
it.
still fucking
All right,
triggered.
so
Ryan Blaney was a little bitch. Well, no,
hey,
Logano was a little bitch.
we're
Sorry.
starting with trucks, okay?
Good. Wait, trucks ran. Oh yeah. They did.
So John
Yeah.
Hunter Nemechek won the first 2 stages.
Oh yeah.
Kyle Busch doing a little bit of team orders, letting him
Hey.
have a stage or 2.
Okay.
Not officially, but
Well, no, Cowboy spins himself out. I mean,
And then Kyle won
Hey,
by 4 seconds.
and then
in the race.
Kyle went and took the race from him. He said, "Yeah, you can have the stages, but I want that
my
checkered
race,
flag."
boy.
Yes, sir. And then at Atlanta was
Atlanta was Allgaier.
And
over
the same exact
Truex.
paint scheme. The same exact paint scheme that Byron won Homestead in.
there's a couple changes, but
I'm not looking at the owner points, but I know that 54, who Truex was in, he finished 2nd. That's got to be pretty close to the owner points lead, I would think.
Well, I don't know because the Ty Dillon's runs have been not very great. But Ty
yeah, I don't
Gibbs.
know what's been going on with his run. I thought he'd be up there battling for the win.
Well,
he
like
just
Gibbs
gets he has the
Bad
luck
luck.
of Chevy right now.
Yeah, that's
Bad
true.
luck. He's always hella fast.
He's
It's
fast. Yeah.
Bad
he's-
luck. That catches them at the end.
Um,
And then the Cup race. I hate to say it, but I did pick right by Way Flash.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
our-
you did.
This was the first pick out of us two that has got it right.
Who the hell did I
um,
pick?
I don't don't fucking remember. Oh no, you picked the Bush brothers.
Oh yeah,
You picked
yes I
you
did.
picked Kyle or Kurt.
Okay.
I picked Penske.
Well, Kurt had that issue, so that, but yeah.
Well, he had a Hamlin. Happened to him.
Kyle got 5th, and he had a pretty strong run there, so yeah.
He didn't complain this year like he did last year, so that's fair.
Yeah, maybe in his old age he's starting to not complain as much, I guess.
He started to do some dumb shit though when he's wrecking
And my
himself.
man Logano did shit again, so that was nice to see.
Yeah,
And,
he definitely did fucking shit. He fucked over Larson.
I don't know about all
Alright.
that.
I'm just triggered.
No
I'm just
bias in
triggered,
our
it's fine.
booth. Come on.
Oh, it's definitely biased. But
If it's
let's
anything to do
get-
with Larson, it's always gonna be biased with him. At least I say it that my driver was shit. You know what I'm pulling for, but
yeah.
his
Hey,
his
at
teammate
least-
won the race while he finishes a lap down in 15th. I mean, to be fair, Brad had a tough going as well. Finished
Brad
in
damage
28th,
early, though.
4 laps down. Yeah, he had the damage, but yeah, he didn't
was
seem to have the
fast,
speed
though.
either as Blaney.
He
Well,
was fast.
still didn't have the speed that Blaney did. Blaney just
No.
had a really good one there. So yeah, Larson.
But,
I'll give it to you. Larson probably should have had that win, but
Led the most
um,
laps. By far.
yeah, he did. I mean, definitely dominant. It just
He got
came
heathened,
down
bro.
to it, and
Lap car. Heathened.
I would say it was barely even a block, if any.
Hey.
Just watching it, I mean,
No,
'cause
if
he
you
got
think-
right
if
out
you
of the
look
way
at
once
it-
went by.
Yeah, he got Radway with him. Blaney was behind him.
Both of them. He held up Larson for maybe half a lap, which I think a teammate would with anyone, but I don't know. I mean, it was still a 2-second gap, so maybe Larson would have been a second behind him if it wasn't for all that. But I think he would have needed a couple more laps to maybe again have a shot. But Blaney closed.
His tires
Yeah,
were shot, he said anyway.
Blaney closed and then ran away.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how Blaney did that, honestly, because I mean he had a great car all day, but Larson really he did show that he had the speed. Long, short run, it didn't matter. So I don't know, it just faded there on that last run. I don't know if they made a different adjustment, but he didn't have the car to beat. It was pretty equal with Blaney and just the circumstances.
I will
track-wise.
say, Larson in like the radioactive thing, he said I hate Logano. Is what he said.
But then also you missed it. He said, I guess he just adjusted better.
Yeah.
Even before Larson caught up to Logano, Blaney was still catching him. So.
Yeah, Larson said he like the last run he was like his tires weren't the same. But Lucas, now it's your favorite part of this. Now it's your favorite segment of the podcast. The picks for Bristol Dirt.
Yeah,
I
you
have
gonna put me on the spot like this?
Which we have
Yeah.
to think about this because this is historic.
I don't.
First time in 50 years the Cup Series has been on dirt. So I mean we gotta do truck picks first, obviously, but think about it
drive
when
two
we
for truck.
when we do this Cup pick because I know who you're gonna pick already for Cup, which is not a bad pick. I'm not.
And
picking it,
truck. I
obviously.
know who he's picking for truck.
I
Yeah,
have
that
two
too.
for truck. So Lucas, you're
shoot.
first. Oh, guest goes first.
No, because I don't want any of you guys to pick my guy. Go ahead.
Okay,
We're
Flash.
breaking tradition here.
Okay, so for trucks,
Look, just because my son doesn't mean you get special treatment, kid, but you do. But yeah, it's for trucks.
let me take a quick look again at practice.
Okay, I'll go then. Kyle Larson and Haley Deegan. Haley Deegan was P3
In
today
the
in
first
practice.
yeah.
So, she gonna be fast. It's also dirt, so don't count her out. But realistically, Kyle Larson's probably gonna win that sucker.
I mean, she was third in the first practice, but I'm looking here. I hadn't looked at final. That's what I was looking at. She was
Bad neither.
33rd in that.
Did she even really run a lap though?
You're in 18 laps in it. But I don't know. I mean, that could be anything they were trying out there. I don't know. I'm gonna go with for trucks. Ooh. Oh, man. I'm gonna go either Briscoe or Friesen, I guess. I'll go 2 just like you did.
Does that mean I get to go too?
You're
Yeah,
just
go for it.
ditching Larson like that? The fuck?
Hey.
Okay.
We can't overlap picks like that.
No,
I
I'm not
gotta
trying,
go
that's
get-
why I picked 2 different ones.
I gotta go get two fresh ones. Let me go pull up the practice results like Flash did. One of my
Yeah.
picks, Carson Hocevar in the BC throwback.
Who?
Was love Ryan Clausen.
Host of our man.
Would love
RP.
seeing throwbacks to legends in the dirt scene.
RP, Brian.
That's that one. Hopefully, looking at Hocevar wheeling that 42. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up the other driver I am going with. Where is it? Okay, I guess it doesn't exist.
What?
Come on, Bob Pockris. You know you want to tweet it. Oh, Bob Pockris let me down.
Wow.
We have the NASCAR app. An ad. Okay. Don't want to give me the results. Sorry for the technical difficulties right here. Okay.
It's okay. Stan's trying to cut this bit out until you start talking. So.
Yeah. Right. And then my second pick is you know what? Zane Smith. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would have said Tyler Ankrum above him, but okay.
But hey, in a sleeper pick, watch
Can't do
Jessica Friesen.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, she could compare to good old Stewie over there.
I'll give her a sleeper pick too for like possibly being up there in a surprise like top 10 or 15, especially
Bro.
if we get a lot of
You know who my
crashes
sleeper
going
pick
on.
is then? Norm motherfucking Benning.
I don't know about that.
Hey, he almost fucking won Eldora a couple years ago. You person.
Yeah.
Well, you guys do know what is next.
Up, baby.
Now,
Oh, Xfinity?
Ethan, you can lead off just like Trucks.
No, bro, that's not how this works.
Okay, Flash, you can lead off just like you were supposed to do.
All right.
So this we get one person and then a sleeper, by the way.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. All right. We will. Okay, so I'll do the main one first. I'll. I'm gonna go with man. God, I don't know who to pick.
Someone fast.
Yeah, someone.
Yeah,
Jesus
definitely.
Christ.
I'll go with Chase Elliott. He's won some good races on dirt, so I mean, I can't
He
take away
never
what he's
has,
picked, so.
but okay.
Yes, he has.
You could have picked Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe.
Chase Elliott has done very well on dirt when he was in the late models. So
You wrecked.
not in every one he's been in.
You then just get your pick over with.
Larson.
But hold on, I sleeper
Oh yeah,
pick.
sleeper pick. Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah.
we'll do the sleepers at the end. We'll do
Yeah,
the
sleepers at the end.
after.
Okay.
Okay.
Larson.
All right. Well, you're gonna leave me the easiest one.
With Bell.
Omen.
Okay.
Omen led first practice, and he was second in second practice. He was only 200th behind Blaney on 20 less laps than he did. So,
Yeah, where'd all
Yeah,
that
which I
speed come
think though,
from?
it's
honestly?
well, being fast in practice compared to race, you know.
Omen
Especially
also
dirt,
is a
whereas
big dirt racer.
I know, but there's a lot of factors go into that. People don't know how to fucking drive dirt cars, like we saw this week in PSCS, pretty much, where they don't know how to fucking drive them
You
fuckers.
don't gotta name
And
names.
shit, I'm not. Shit will happen. Like people are gonna get fucking wrecked. There's a lot of top guys that get wrecked because people don't know how to fucking drive the damn things.
Well, that's true. I think there's gonna be quite a bit of cautions. It'll surprise me if it's not. But I guess I gotta
Okay.
do my sleeper pick then, right?
Nope, Lucas goes first for sleeper because he was the one who did it. Since he has to go first for something.
Okay.
Well, I can be the first one crossing the finish line. I mean,
Yeah, and you're pretty good at
no,
that.
Tonight, or not tonight, Sunday, my one to watch will be. Have to go with the guy in the 15 car, Chris Wyndham.
Okay.
Got a beautiful NOS looking livery on it. Only half a second behind, but you know what? It's okay.
Steady. Consistency. It's key. Flash, you want me to go? Or do you want to go?
You can go.
So I'm gonna go with dude who's gonna have who's racing the day before in the truck race. Driving that 77 car for Spire Motorsports, Stewie Friesen. Picking him for my sleeper pick for the
Alright.
Cup race.
I want to say, and then that's a really good pick. I was actually thinking of picking him, but this isn't a sleeper pick. I'm going to pick my sleeper pick, and I just want to say Chase Briscoe is going to be fast, but I don't want to pick him as a sleeper pick because it's not really a sleeper because he can run good, anywhere. pretty
Well,
much.
Chase Briscoe.
Well, this year with
Yeah.
Haas' performance, it probably will be a sleeper pick.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but no, I'm actually going to go with a really off-the-wall sleeper pick that probably, who knows, but I'm going to go because he's been consistent already this year, and I know it's completely different, but it's kind of funny, too, because he's got this, exclusive
34
sponsorship that he's running. No, Corey LaJoy.
Oh,
He's
in
got the
Knoxville.
Trucks at Knoxville sponsorship this week, and I think it'd be pretty cool to see him running up there with that. And yeah, I think that's pretty unique, and it's Friesen's teammate, so I'm sure they will probably throw around some notes or how to run the track better. And I know Friesen knows how to get around anything dirt, so
Well, I know
Friesen
Friesen was.
maybe that'll help him, and he might have a surprise top 15 or something, top 10 even.
I know Friesen was rotating very well when I was watching practice. He was rotating very well.
Yeah, so is he then. He then done one spun out.
Not tonight.
Yeah,
No.
spun out in first practice.
When?
First practice.
Oh. Well, Actually, I did spin out. I spun out across the damn finish line.
Not you. Egan.
Oh. That's rude. On top, I'm not a girl like that, bro. That's mean. But Flash. What's next? 'Cause honestly, I forget.
I announced
kind of
Xfinity.
fried. There's no Xfinity
Well,
this week.
I think we about covered everything that we got coming up. We got all that pretty much straight, so we can make our closing statements about the week in general, and
We're not going to give a preview of the next week. There's a couple
just
good
did.
races next week.
well,
No,
okay,
or
yeah,
in real life, air and CRL.
There's no races. Oh.
CRL.
Oh yeah. Picks for next week in CRL, Flash.
yeah.
Cup, Jay Grant. That's
Okay.
my pick.
So you're okay. That's not a bad pick for Dega. I'm going to say that Cowboy backs it up and gets 2 in a row. just cause.
Lucas?
Hasbass.
I mean,
Nice.
can you put your mask up?
You change it.
I don't mess with him.
No, that was his game tag for
Oh
a
God,
little bit.
I know I'd have been so mad if that happened.
He was.
A little bit of a story to
truck
that. I'll
race
just tell it real
at
quick. Let's just
Bristol.
say
Party.
a certain younger family member of his wanted to play a joke on him and change his gamer tag right when he was about to league race, and that was yeah.
They joined the
So-
party and were being nuisances, but
Yeah.
And it's 5 red flag tonight.
But
technical difficulty.
So, truck, you said party, Lucas.
Uh-huh.
oh
I'm
man.
going Lucas. Feel his ego a little bit.
Wait, you didn't announce where we're at this week. We're at Bristol.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
just
Trucks
said
is at
that.
Bristol. I'm gonna go with Chevy because I feel like he's gonna kind of rebound here and get a win. He's good at these types of tracks. I mean, he's good at short
It's
tracks. We've
also
seen
is
that.
the cutoff, by the way, for truck, by the way.
Yeah, so I feel like he's gonna rebound and get himself a win at Bristol.
Okay, the one that me and Luke has been waiting for a long time coming. Xfinity Series at the Charlotte Roval.
Lucas is gonna win. That's my pick. Sorry, I don't know if I'm out of
Fuck
order,
you.
but I'm picking him. So you pick somebody
Fuck
else. Fuck you.
you. Lucas, we gonna pick ourselves or no?
Oh,
I'm not picking your ass because I know it's gonna be between me and you.
I already picked him, so you gotta pick
I
somebody
know.
else.
Lucas, you go first. I'm trying to think of who I'm gonna pick. That's
oh
not
well,
near
I'm
you.
gonna pick Heathen.
Yeah.
Lay it up for me.
You know what? I'm gonna pick Drake.
That's cool.
Drake almost won the Indy Roval. If he didn't ride
That's
a
true.
gas in that
That's
final
true. I
fucking
didn't
corner,
think-
he would have won that race. I also say through the entire fucking run, by the way. So that's probably as soon as I won that race, but still.
It's okay. I'm gonna go work with Drake, and I'll make sure that he's got a shot this week.
That's a good pick, though.
It's
I like that.
fast.
Yeah. I mean it's gonna be a good mix of races. I mentioned it on the race stream tonight, but we're at a 2.5 mile restrictor plate at Dega, which I guess it's still technically restrictor plate even though they run tapered spacer now, but on the game it's not the case. But then we go to a short track, Bristol, half mile. And then we go to a mix of a 1.5 mile mixed with a road course. So that's pretty much covers all the bases. And that'll be next week. Of course, 9:30 Eastern Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Thursday, and then 10:30 Eastern Friday, as always.
And the podcast next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
With probably like 4 different guests, honestly. Friday, technically, just us two though. Friday.
Right. Yeah, because we got to record this. Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting podcast. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, hopefully, we don't kill Stanley, by the way, because that might kill him a little bit. But, you know. Sorry.
Get him a case that rowdy energy that Lagun just talking about earlier.
Yeah, something like that. I think.
I do want to say though, Stanley's done a hell of a fucking job editing these podcasts up. Listening to our fucking bullshit for 1.5 to 2 hours every fucking night, every Friday night. Taking time out of his day when he doesn't have to do this, but he does. So, thank you, Stanley. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Brody, for letting us do this. Rock for pushing it as much as he does.
Mhm.
Sean, same for you. Everybody, man, that pushes the podcast, that subscribed to it. And I would bring up the analytics of how many people are not subscribed, but I don't feel like doing that because that's what I think was like 45% aren't subscribed or some shit like that.
So
So,
if you aren't
yes.
subscribed, hit that button.
Yeah,
If you
Yeah,
miss
yeah,
exclusive
definitely.
content like this, great content from these two and insert guest here.
it's mediocre content. I just
Well,
thought- I
you
just
know,
thought-
and
you.
that's the case. So if you're watching, you're not subscribed, subscribe, and we
What?
can
yeah,
be
if
doing this
you're-
more and more. The more subscribers
Yeah.
we get, the longer this will go, the bigger it'll grow. And
Hey, hold
I
on.
mean,
If you're
comment
not, if you're
and-
watching this, why the fuck aren't you subscribed? Like, you're already sitting
turn
here
on the
watching the
notification
podcast.
bell,
Well, I don't know. You don't have to.
and
do
you know
that.
a new episode comes out, and you can
The
be the
like
first
button
one to be
while
like,
you're at
"God
it.
damn,
You're
you
down
didn't
there
stop talking
clicking the
about
sub
yourself."
button. It's not that bad. It's not that far next to it.
Give us your feedback. Hell, if you hate it, dislike. I don't care.
I know for a fact I'm gonna be
Yeah, as
leaving
long
a
as you're doing
comment.
something to it.
Of course, because you're in it.
Well, I'm gonna
You're
leave
We
a
prefer
comment
likes,
anyway.
but if you want to dislike, we understand. I mean,
Hey, any interaction.
Hey, all engagement is good engagement.
Hey, look.
Yep.
If you watch the podcast and you hate it, so be it. But
it's like
at least you watched the damn thing.
it's like Earnhardt said. The one thing he didn't want is it to be quiet when he won a race. He would rather to hear boos than nothing. It means he's doing
Yeah.
something right if somebody's booing him. So
Yeah. Well, with that being said, I want to give a special thank you to Lagunjan, my kid, for being on the podcast tonight. Well, Nixie, I'm sorry. I give you your fucking clout you deserve for being on the podcast tonight.
that's Nixium with 2 eyes and a Y.
2 eyes.
Yes, he doesn't know how to spell. I thought. I
Hey,
thought
if
it was
you
cool.
guys need any road course setup in NASCAR Heat 5, not setups, but help, come and ask me.
Yeah, he will
Absolutely.
run your ass off and kill you. But with that being said, I've been your host Heathen alongside Three Flashes.
Hmm.
And we're coming to you from PodcastVille USA. And we will see y'all next week. Peace out.